Alright YouTube, what is up? We are back, but you always see me at the beginning of the week, I think with workout videos, where I'm less hairy and not as tired in the eyes. So I look a little bit fucked because it is Saturday, so it's the last workout of the week of our rotation. We got back and hamstrings. Dan actually did this one last week with me, so yeah, we're just gonna run through this, guys. Like, just little cues as always, like training stuff I just keep fun, keep simple, and let's go. First exercise, we're going for kind of like this single arm pull down. It's just using a bench, a D handle, it's just a single arm pull down. Just a really nice movement to like get the lats kind of working, get blood in there, and to kind of get everything primed for some of those bigger movements going forward. I'm ready for a holiday.
Holiday?
Yeah. I'm so, oh mate, this week. Ooh. Just like, what, you know, it's just like, this is what no one tells you about running a business. It's just like, it's just the mental, if you don't laugh, you'll cry every single day. You will, like.
You gotta stay positive.
You do, you have to just like, you have to keep working, you have to know when to push, when to pull, but like.
But trust the process as well, it's not like
Yeah.
weightlifting and stuff.
It is, yeah.
You have to just
Me,
keep doing what you're doing. Like,
that's the thing as well, like me and Steph said this yesterday, training, in a sense, training, bodybuilding and stuff like that teaches you everything you need to know about being successful in whatever you do. Show up when you don't want to show up, train hard, put the reps in, sacrifice short-term gratification. Like, it teaches you the fundamentals of business, of life, of everything. So like, that's why like I always say to people, like, just fucking get like in great shape, commit yourself. Like, how do I feel more confident? How do I believe in myself? I'm like, get in great shape and you'll fucking believe. All my back days, all my back days will start with a single arm pull down, purely because this is just such a nice way to isolate a lat, to kind of just get everything flowing for the session, to pre-exhaust the muscle a little bit better, to get that connection before those bigger movements in the session. So when it comes to programming for back, I'd always start with like a single arm kind of pull down variation to get the lats going in. Then maybe kind of going into an upper back variation, and then kind of go into your bigger lift from there. And that's pretty much how mine's structured, so you'll see that. I'll say this every time training back, guys. Everyone fucking butchers training their back. It's only something that I've got good at in the last 18 months, to be completely honest. Learn that scapular retraction, elbow dragging down into the hip if you want more lat engagement. And think about wrapping that elbow right around your spine. But the biggest thing you gotta work on engaging that lat. So scapular retraction, just do it on anything. Just hang, even getting like a broom in front of you. Practice scapular retraction. It's got hotter, swear to God.
yeah, I know, I was thinking that, I was roasting.
Literally the last couple of days, I saw on like a post, I think it was like Dubai land, summer's over. And as soon as they posted that, I was like, the fucking heat just went like that. I was like, fuck. Yeah. I was training yesterday and I was like, definitely sweaty. Like, I haven't been sweaty in a while. Maybe because I'm just getting fucking heavy now. If you actually want to see progress and you actually want to change your body shape, you want to build muscle, you want to drop body fat, the reality is you have to track data. And I'm not saying you have to fucking track all the crazy bullshit analytics that you think, but you need to track the simple things. Training, track your progression. Did you add more weight? Did you increase reps? It could be anything from like, was there a better contraction? Was there a better tempo? Whatever it is, progressive overload can come in many forms in training, so don't always get hung up on weight and reps. Same when it comes to like lifestyle factors, like you do need to track your calories, you do need to track your steps, you do need to track your protein. Don't have to fucking track everything, like I said, but you need to be tracking this data just like a business would with income, expenses, losses, and things like that. Treat yourself like a business, have high standards for yourself. I had such like deep tissue on Wednesday. Oh, I haven't had a release like that in fucking ages. I can't work out if it's like, I can't work out if it's one of those ones I'm like, am I better? I feel fucked.
Yeah, not sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I did last week too, I feel a lot better.
Yeah, you do feel better, but you're like I can move and I've got more like, in a sense you feel healthier, but I feel more damaged. Yeah. Tip, when training back, if you want to build a big back, really simple. If you're doing unilateral, if you're doing a single arm movement, right leg stabilizing, right arm pulling or rowing, just gives you more stability. It's definitely a haircut day. Yuck. Whew. All right, guys, exercise number 2. We are doing 2 sets, 8 to 12, I believe, and then we're doing 10 to 15. Honestly, like, I put on actually an Instagram post yesterday. I feel like after 7 years of training, I've kind of found my formula. And by that, I found my formula of training style, like training methods, rest, recovery, food, all these different variables. So when you see me train a lot now, you'll see like 70-80% of the set is clean, good reps, like science guru shit. The other kind of 20-30%, I'm just like, fucking swing it. Like, I enjoy that bro side of it, and like, I just enjoy it being a bit more bro mentality in the gym, to be completely honest, because that is the thing that builds muscle. You can be perfect all day long, but the intensity, the work ethic, the load is the thing that builds muscle. So yeah, and that's something that I've seen. I've tried to be too perfect for too long, and I didn't see results from it. So I was like, well, something fucking needs to change. Like, swing the weight a little bit, fucking get a bit bro. Guess what? More muscle, more thickness, I look better. Boom, stay leaner because I'm training harder. I'm expending more energy. So the missing ingredient to your results or your plateau right now, probably just training intensity. A little bit more upper back focused here, so going for that kind of wider grip, so we're driving elbows more into armpits instead of being on the other handles, which is going to be a little more lat focus. So rule of thumb, elbows into your hips pretty much means lats, elbows into your armpits, upper back. Easy way to train your back. Same thing, learn that scapular traction. Stretch, lats engaged, pull. I cannot stress this enough. Drink your fucking water. Cannot stress it enough. I don't know, but like what, 60, 70% of us is water. So we gotta think, 60% of fucking muscle, water, cell hydration, everything from pumps, everything along those lines. If you wanna perform well, if you wanna change your body composition, if you wanna drop body fat, if you wanna drop body fat, if you wanna build muscle, honestly, hydration will just change your body composition and increase your performance. So intra-workout, scoop of EAAs, and a scoop of Hydromax as well, which is just like a hydration formula. All right, let's get thick. Let's go. Let's go. Also, quick one, before I dive into this, when it comes to setting up like kind of like you and your body, don't look for the perfect answer on how to set up. Don't ask someone like, how do I set up for this? The truth is, it's like, there's gonna be some fundamentals. Chest supported row, ideally, be chest supported. But from there, play around with where you want your feet to go. Play around with where you want your hand positioning to go. Is it wider, is it narrower? Where feels best for you? Where can you feel the muscle engage? And where can you progress with? So for me, I like putting my feet on the floor. I like having like my grip just past shoulder width, thumb underneath, because I don't know, I just like it. It allows me to think about pulling through my elbows a little bit more. Fucking hell, I felt heavy today. And then we're just gonna get some food there. That's it. There's a real nice Thai place there, Rose or something. It's really fucking cheap as well, so good. Yeah, like 300 dirhams for the both of us, so like 150 each. Yeah, so good, man. Yeah, Rose or something, I'll send it to you. We literally go to like 4 places and we alternate. We found an all-you-can-eat sushi for 150 a head. Rose is 150 roughly a head. And then 2 Lebanese place, which is like about 200 each. We just alternate, yeah, it's cheap, yeah. And that's like, if that, well, sushi number 1, all you can eat for 2 hours. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. We went in once and the guy was like, I remember you. Like, yeah. Yeah. I think we had 260 rolls or something ridiculous. Yeah, that's it. Fuck your profit margin, that's it. They must think that everywhere we go. It's like when we go order food, they're like, oh, it's quite big. Like, and they look at us when we ordered, they're like, are you sure you can handle that? I'm like, you don't know us, bruh. But yeah, I think that's the nice thing I've really enjoyed about, that's kind of how my diet's set up at the moment as well. So like, to keep my midsection nice and tight, I found that like, I keep food like, my food's still high, it's like 4,000 calories every day on a training day and non-training day. But I keep food nice and tight there. And then on a Saturday, I just swap out those last 2 meals and I just kind of go in and eat all I want. And it's a nice way to keep the midsection tight as well, but with us kind of getting in like denser calories. So I'm definitely seeing that. Something definitely I'll keep doing. So it's kind of like your typical like Sunday to Friday, keep it tight and then enjoy on the weekend. It's working really well. When that chest supported row turns into a bent over row. You all right? Some days, guys, it just feels fucking heavy. But progress comes in many forms. You have to progress on every lift. As long as you progress on 1 to 2 lifts, it's a little bit better every session than you did the session before. That's all that matters. It was hard today. Just gets to just found it's more so been like a mentally draining week. It's just been a mentally draining week. So yeah, exactly, yeah. Like business has been a bit more like fires to put out. And then, to be fair, everyone that I coach right now is it's a real nice team. It's really good, so I can't complain. But it's just, there's obviously always fires to put out. Then you gotta think about your marketing, then you gotta think about your content and all this sort of stuff. So you gotta wear 16 different hats. You know what it's like. So yeah, just a mentally draining week more than anything else. But then it comes across physically a little bit. So, no, you can kind of tell because it's longer. So it's a little bit of a longer bar. It feels really nice because it's thinner, because I got women hands, I got small little hands. So it feels nicer in my grip, but where it's got that little bit of a flex in it, it's horrible because if you're kind of here and you're not keeping it tight, it'll bounce a little bit, and it's quite fatiguing because obviously you're trying to stop it from whipping. You want to stay tight, and it's kind of wants to whip the whole time. So, exercise number 3, stiff leg deadlift. I used to hate pulling from the ground, and ever since I started doing RDLs a lot better, ever since I've started incorporating stiff leg deadlifts, I've started hinging better. I have honestly seen fucking insane results. So everything from hamstring development, glute development, back development, absolute game changer, absolute game changer. I do believe that we should be doing some big, ugly, complex kind of movements in our training program, and then we isolate off the back of that. You should, in my opinion, I think we should be all doing barbell or dumbbell, bent over rows. We should all be doing a deadlift variation, whether that's a stiff leg, we're doing RDLs, we're doing these big compound movements to build muscle thickness. And honestly, when you can do these movements with intent, with accuracy, if you want to drop body fat, it'll fucking do that as well. It's very fatiguing, very demanding from a muscular standpoint, from a central nervous system standpoint. So I program it in with all my clients. And then obviously depending on where they are skill level wise, they might do this with a raised setup to learn the hinge so they don't have to go as low. There's lots of different variations to work from a beginner all the way up to an advanced lift. So we're gonna do about 3 warm-up sets, and then we'll go into that working weight. And you'll notice with a stiff leg is that I don't have much knee bend. So it's not much knee bend, it's more so hinging through the hips, lats, really squeeze your lats. Imagine snapping the barbell, because that's the thing that's gonna take the tension out that lower back. Loads of people always feel their lower back with this is because they're not engaging their lats and their upper back to kind of hold the weight. And also they're not engaging the glutes and hamstrings to take the load as well. As soon as you learn how to do that, comes with experience, comes with being educated in the right way, you won't feel your lower back. Yeah, it's definitely a sweaty one. Whew. fucking done. Let's go get burgers. Do you know what's funny? I don't even like burgers. Do you like burgers? Do you like burgers? Do you? Yeah. Well, look, it's like, I like them, but I wouldn't be like, oh, I want a burger. Really? No? I've never once craved a burger. Oh, really? Like a gourmet, like big, like... Oh, like a Five Guys? Okay, yeah. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I feel like Five Guys is like a proper burger.
Yeah, I'm not going for like a gourmet burger with wagyu beef.
Nah, fuck that.
I want a burger, I want to get messy.
Yeah. Do you know what I think? Wagyu is the most wank thing on that planet. What? It tastes exactly... I wouldn't know the fucking difference between a sirloin and fucking Wagyu that's like, I'm like, wouldn't know. And then you got people that will watch this and be like, you don't know what you're talking about. You're like, all right, I don't, but it can't be any fucking different. Yeah. When I cover it with fucking rice and vegetables and mustard, it tastes no fucking difference. I could sit here and give you a million things to focus on when you do kind of like pulling from the ground, for example, but keep it very simple. Keep it very, very simple. Engage the lats, really tighten up the lats, really focusing on hip hinging. So really focus on pushing your bum away, keep the chest up, and almost when you're coming off the ground, so when you start that contraction, think about your glutes and hamstrings pulling you up instead of like pulling up through your back and lower back. Yeah. I'm gonna pee and do work. Whew. It's all right. I'll take that. I don't know how many there was. 6? I think 6. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. I'll take that. I got 9 last time without the 2.5s. So, again, this is kind of when you do need to know numbers. Huh? Yeah. That's all right. I'll do 6. Even if it was 7, I don't care. I always like to underdo it. You know, you like, if your last rep was a bit shit, you're like, 13, it's actually 12. So, but that was good. That's fucking hardest part. Do you know what's really sad is that I guess social media has like paralyzed people from thinking perfect training or perfect anything for that matter is how it should be done. So like you'll only see them do the perfect technique or whatever it is. Like that's why I always say like 70-80% of my sets are good. The other 20-30%, my shoulders start to round forward. But that 20-30% is the reason it will take your results from here to here. It's that little bit that no one's willing to do because of the fear of not being perfect, the fear of thinking they're doing it wrong and not giving a fuck. And that's what holds most people back, is they're giving a fuck what people think. That's literally it. And they care about people's opinions. Same with training. Yeah, what the fuck is optimal? I'm like, there's loads of ways to be optimal. Yeah, sleep a bit better, that'd be fucking optimal. No, but optimal's being like, if you can't stick to it, it's not optimal. So like producing a formula that you can be optimal with, consistent with, is the most important thing. So that's why I said I feel like only now, like, I don't give a fuck how I train. Like, this is how I train. Who gives a fuck what you do? Who gives a fuck what Lily does? Do you know what I mean? This is how I train, this is how I enjoy. And guess what? I've seen good results from it, and I will continue to see good results from it. And I'll just let those results do the talking. I just think people, like, I think I'm very realistic with my thoughts on competing. It's like I've broken mine down into almost like, it'll be 2022, 24, 26, over a 6-year span of being like, okay, that's what I think is achievable. So like my goal in 2026 is to look like a pro. Will I actually get it? Like probably not. Like that's the reality of it. But the thing is though, people do it in milestones. Like in the last show, like the last season I just did in 24, I didn't place at all. So it'd be really, really unrealistic. Be like 26, I'm gonna fucking win my pro card. It's unrealistic. So that's when you'd be like, I just want to get first or second call out in all my shows. And then when you get first and second call out, you're like, okay, I'm there. Maybe then you do push on a little bit longer that year, because I got a first call out, maybe I'm that close. Or you just take it back and be like, right, I don't need 2 years of development, I just need a year of development, and then go again in 27. People are just like, I don't think people realize how good people are as shit out nowadays. Like how many good videographers and editors are out there? Fucking thousands. That's it. Same with... Thing is, you don't know. Yeah. Thing is, it's like everyone just goes off people that are on social media. Some of the best people in the world aren't on social media. Like, that's it. Yeah, some of the worst are, yeah. I think that's the problem, man, with social media. It's like the prettiest, the most marketable people are on social media because they earn a living from it. And they think that's the standard of real life, yeah. Huh? Bullshit. Yeah. Okay, last set. I'm not going to do it yet because my back's still a bit burny. Let's go. Hey! I feel like the last sessions I've been like, we did legs, and then we do this, and I'm like, every time I'm like, I need more Botox. Can feel my pushing it out. Exercise 3, that, done. When I train not differently, but there's some days where you're a bit calmer. Sometimes you listen to certain music and you take things a bit slower. Some days you're a bit fucking angry and you just fucking want to move some heavy shit around. Do it, do it. Don't force yourself to train to fit this formula that you think is gonna get you results. At the end of the day, the best training program is the one that you can consistently do, that you enjoy, that you can progress with, that you can recover from. That's it. You can do all those 4, you're fucking set. Do you know what I keep saying? Everyone's slating the whole influencer thing, being like, 600 calorie McDonald's burger is better than a 700 calorie chicken, rice, and vegetables, for example. And you're like, I understand fucking calorie balance and energy balance, right? If you want to lose body fat, calories in, calories out, right? Standard science. But if you actually want to like look fucking good, feel fucking good, transform your physique, not just drop body fat and just be skinny, then I would opt for being 300 calories over at the end of the day with fucking better macros, with better food sources, things like that. Like, okay, cool, you have a shitty food source, 600 calories, have 3 of those a day. Or 700 calories 3 times a day, but you're going over your calories by 100 calories, but you're gonna look better, your body's gonna utilize that food better. Food sources and calories in, calories out, fucking like are completely different things. Like, fucking mind blown. Yeah, eat this burger because it's better for you because it has less calories. I'm like, what, by 100? You really think 100 calories can make a fucking difference? Fuck off. Influencer, wanker, clickbait shit. I fucking hate it. It's just common sense. It's just being like, do you really think a McDonald's burger is somehow going to get you better results just because it's 100 calories less?
I get like the thermodynamics aspect of like, yeah, you'll lose be like less calories, you'll lose more weight.
Yeah.
But you just go skinny fat. Like,
You'll just look skinny fat. Yeah.
Like,
But also just like,
right, the macros, the difference in 100 calories versus the difference in the macros that meal would be, chicken, rice, avocado versus
yeah,
would be
barely different. Barely any difference, yeah.
so
And then,
different.
yeah, that's what, yeah.
It'd be so much different.
Oh yeah, the variables, you mean? Yeah, 100%. It wouldn't be like 90% fat, it'd be more balanced split, yeah.
High protein,
Yeah, 100%, yeah. And then also as well, you just got to think from the micronutrients. Like, micronutrients is so fucking important when it comes to everything from overall organ health, cell reproduction, just fucking everything. Also, yeah, also like, if you eat, it's like a typical thing, you are what you eat. Fucking obvious. Like, I just fucking hate it, yeah. Get me more clicks and give people an excuse to eat shit. Instead of being like, you're an adult, pick healthy food sources. It's appealing to lazy people. Cool, like, if you want to help lazy people, then fucking go for it. I just don't want to help someone that doesn't want to help themselves. I'm like, if you're always looking for the easy option, then you failed everything. Yeah. Tweak it, they're pretty good, a bit grimy. Single arm, underhand grip. I want to get some lower lat, so we're going underhand grip. Single arm, row. I don't know what it's called. But yeah, we're going to go, I like to do this a little bit different. 2 sets, 10 to 15. But first set I like to do chest supported, Second set, I like to do un-chest support, so you'll see that. And again, left arm pulling, left leg stabilizing. No. I always say this before as well, guys. When you got a machine, if you want to get a better lat engagement or a better engagement in general, you don't have to do this with both arms. You don't have to sit here. Move my shoulder over to the pivot of the machine. So I'm going to go here so it aligns better with my lat. Simple back training tip. Save it. Ooh, all right, guys, second set here. So the last one was a little bit more chest supported. Here, I'm going to do similar to what we did on that single arm pull down. So I'm going to come back, left leg, stabilizing, supporting here, chest up, shoulder in line with that pivot, elbow into my hip. One, two, three, four, five. Five. Exercise 5. Hamstrings, lying hamstring curls. On leg day, we do seated. On our back and hamstring day, we do lying. So you can have a look at this, really little trick. You might not be able to do it with all machines, but it's a little hack. Don't be afraid to adjust machines. So this would be normally where you'd set the machine as low as you can to get a full stretch, but luckily we can kind of do this. So we can set it even lower just to get a little bit more stretch. Feels really good. Obviously with prime equipment, we have the ability to adjust the loading position as well. Not that it's relevant really for most people, but just so you can get a little bit more stretch on the hamstring feels good. So yeah, little trick there. 1 set, 6 to 9, 2 sets, 10 to 15. I'm gonna go straight in because I feel pretty good. And a very simple one with lying hamstring curls, guys. Little trick, when you're in the setup position, don't think about having your back nice and straight. Arch the upper back, like so. Almost round the shoulders forward, like you're doing like a glute hyperextension. So round the shoulders forward, and it'll just take the lower back out of it. Because loads of people feel like they get a bit of a lower back burning here. So just a little round forward, and then stay in that position, and it keeps the lower back out of it. Take that, it's a little bit heavier as well. Makes a big difference though, that's the thing, it's like so hard. I think that's the thing like a lot of people struggle with is like, especially when training and you take training seriously or you wanna get in really good shape, where people's partners aren't on board. They struggle to understand it and things like that, it's really hard. And I am very grateful for my relationship because it's like, I'm fucking complex. Like, if you're like, you eat the same food, you do this sort of stuff, it's very hard for someone to understand if they're not in it. But like anything, man, like communication's key. But yeah, having the right partner, the right support network, the right environment really does make a big difference to your progress, for sure. Yeah. It's hard, man, it's hard. All right, we'll do it from a sexy angle. Sexy angle, hamstring tip. Just literally imagine fucking driving your hips into the pad. Think about keeping these hips down as tight as you can. Draw your heels into your glutes, squeeze, get that full stretch. Just like a bicep curl, bit in reverse. And then you can literally arch the upper back here, just to take the pressure out of the lower back. Oh, not bad. We'll take that. Sorry, enough. Last movement, and we'll get out of here. Last exercise, guys, is a glute drive. I am very glute dominant. My glutes naturally grow, so the fact that I have to do this, I don't really like it. But we can't neglect a muscle group, and at the end of the day, I need to develop up my glutes and posterior chain, so we obviously do this at the end of the session. Again, just that little bit, 2 sets, just to isolate a little bit more. But yeah, ladies, listen up. So some top fucking glute tips, which I'm gonna think about now. Ladies, a very simple tip to improve your glute size, development, and fullness is not dropping too low. You see all the time, ladies dropping too low into the, in a sense, hip thrust, where quads will start to engage, lower back will start to engage. We just want to keep the glutes under tension the whole time. Get a nice stretch. As soon as you feel that stretch, kind of that nice deep stretch in the glutes and that glute tie-in area, start the contraction going up. Squeeze as hard as you can for a microsecond at the top, and you'll be golden. Sliding all the way forwards on that. No. I was literally just naturally sliding. Fuck. It's just slid all the way forwards. No. I feel stuck. Literally focus on keeping the chin tucked on your chest, and it's a hinging movement. So learn to hinge. Lats engaging real tight. Screw your feet into the platform and just learn to get that hinge mechanics. Same as you would an RDL, anything like those variations like we did on the stiff leg deadlift. Chin on the chest, keep that neutral spine. Little stretch in the glutes and hams. Squeeze. Let the body come down. Squeeze. Fucking hell, yeah. Oh, very good glute pump though. So take that. Oh, that's it, that's game. I love these training sessions at the end, just fucking, oh. So, yeah, see you later. Have a good one, we'll see you in the next YouTube, peace. But yeah guys, we will see you in the next one, so peace.